Hello everyone. Emma and I have been friends for 10 years. 3 months ago, I invited her to watch me sing on a live concert in our university stage. Before we set off, she dropped a TED Talk invitation in our chat group, and she said, Longmiao, I want you to give a TED Talk in our high school to share your experience of singing for more than 10 years on our university stage. She added, you have kept singing for such a long time, which has almost nothing to do with exams, career paths, or other pragmatic rewards. I hope you can share your motivations behind this with our students. That message exploded in my mind because TED Talk, the famous TED Talk, I had watched countless TED Talks when I was studying abroad as a PhD in the Netherlands. And I also imagined that someday I would give my own TED Talk, confident and knowledgeable to inspire others. But I didn't expect that my TED Talk invitation would come so soon. And the content is also irrelevant with my research. But most surprisingly, even for myself, I actually didn't complete my PhD in the Netherlands and quit it. You may want to ask, why is that? Before I left China for the Netherlands, I studied in a Chinese university for 7 years. There, I was more like a campus singer rather than a student. After winning a second place in a singer competition in our university, I have participated in hundreds of times in campus or local events. During these years, I met all of my close friends, and even both of my 2 romantic relationships started from these experiences. All of that came to a sudden stop when I left China for my PhD. Everything I was proud of suddenly vanished during one night. The European universities, they don't even have this kind of campus singer competition, so the context nurturing it vanished as well. So in the next 1.5 years, I never found that sense of belonging again. And finally, along with all these academic difficulties, I decided to quit my PhD and return to China. And after coming back, I just rented a small apartment near my former university and returned to all those familiar stages. When I finally stood on the stage again, I feel all my vitality, my hope, and my passion keep rushing back to me. So in the next 1 year, I kept participating in these events. And I almost convinced myself that everything has gone back to normal as the old days. It all sounds like a fairy tale, right? A story of losing myself and finding myself finally back. Is that really a simple story? I asked myself. When I accepted Emma's invitation, what I didn't tell her was that over the years, my heart was haunted by a huge shame and self-doubts over the years. Voices kept echoing in my mind. You're getting too old to stand on the university stage. Why don't you leave the opportunity for others? And all your old friends have stopped singing and performing and entered the next phase of their lives. Why are you still doing that? I just kept struggling to figure out beyond all those fears, what was the true motivation that drives my persistence of singing. I couldn't find the answer, but the reunion day with Emma was approaching. When I stand on the stage, grasped the microphone, and started singing, I glanced and Emma and a few friends sitting in the audience. My mind suddenly drifted me back to all those moments we shared over the years. It was like a cute, small music video starting playing in my mind. I remember in 2016, Emma was still the organizer of the same live event. She was hovering back and forth throughout the theater, carrying a 6 set of rehearsal notes. And on the performance day, I suddenly pulled her out from the backstage to join us for the final song. I can still remember her hair flying with the music, shining under the spotlight. And I remember another friend, Yichuan. I always invited her to accompany me on piano when I was singing, and kidding that she was my personal keyboardist. I remember one song we performed together was called Almost Lover. It sounds like, goodbye, my almost lover. Goodbye, my hopeless dream. I'm trying not to think about you. Can you just let me be? And also, I remembered another friend, Meng. She is also here today supporting me. And years ago, she invited me to join her organization. We have hosted a lot of wonderful, fabulous events together. But for me, the most enjoyable part is that after all these events, we will go to barbecue, drink, and hug, and hold tight on each other, seeing a lot of thanks and appreciation and support to each other, making us closer and closer. And all those extraordinary moments made me realize that what I truly love is not the stage itself, but all those moments when we devoted ourselves into what we love and shine our lights on each other. Those moments may not last forever, but they never fade. So with this understanding, I came to realize that staying beta for me is firstly a permission to allow those lights flowing through my life, and also to allow these lights temporarily disappear in some certain forms or some certain period of my life. So here is my advice. Go seek and embrace your passion. But even more important, in the process of losing and finding yourself back and breaking through, we move beyond the physical stage and come closer to touch the essence of long-term passion, which are the unconditional love and support, the deep connection between us, and the celebration and appreciation of our Earth's blooming and brilliance. So now I'm starting my new PhD journey in a new place. This time, I carry more of that in beta courage with me, because I know one day we will meet again on another stage. Maybe another singing live concert, another speech talk, or on a volleyball court, a theater production, or an academic conference. In all those little moments of our lives and work, wherever the sparks of passion shows up in unexpected ways. Finally, I want to perform you the song I performed for Emma in a reunion day. The song called Forever Love. I prepared a small piece of it. I hope you will enjoy. Thank you. 所以我要每天研究你的笑容，多么自然。Forever love。 Forever love， 我只想用我这一辈子去爱你，从今以后，你会是所有幸福的理由。Forever love, forever love, forever